What's up, dudes and dudettes? My name's Seth, and today we're gonna be taking a first look at Slime Rancher. Now, don't let this game's cutesy, beautiful, colorful, artsy graphics fool you. This is a harsh game dealing with harsh questions and deals with DNA splicing, chicken genocide, and all of it just for the sake of trying to create the most adorable, beautiful little slime you've ever seen. Well, Mom, looks like we're gonna have to go and get all the slimes. Look at this beautiful game. Seriously, it's actually a blast to play. No pun intended with our gun that doesn't really work properly because we're actually using, it's very similar to the gravity cannon. It's a vacuum. So it's not really a gravity cannon, it's a vacuum. Anyway, you're sucking up the slimes. It wants us to put them in a cage. Told you we're dealing with harsh questions here. I mean, look at this. Do we set them free or do we keep them here? Look how adorable they are too. It's like they're so stupid. They just love being entrapped. The other thing too that I love doing in this game is like these things look adorable no matter what you do. Even when you shoot them off a cliff, like look at them. Eee! See you later, Jerry. Never liked you. So the goal of the game, of course, is to get as many slimes as possible to get your money up because their poop is pretty much what your money is. Like we'll see, we give this guy a carrot, he poops out a gem, which we use as currency. Give me another one, you little freak. Okay, he's not going to. So anyway, what you end up doing with that currency is you bring it over to the currency machine. Let's just call it the stock market. Poop slime stock market, because as you can see, all the different slime poop is here, and it all is worth different values. And kind of as you're playing the game, I'm not sure if there's a way to manipulate it, but the prices actually do go up and down. So if we shoot that in there, now we've actually got 257, which is, we started with a little bit anyways, so what we actually got was just the 7, and it's pretty cool, man. Here you can kind of get an idea of like all of the improvements and stuff that you can make. You can even see right there, it is the plort market. Okay, whatever. But what you spend your plort, or well, I guess plort, yeah, because that's slime poop. Terminology for a slime rancher professional like myself. You can spend your money on shop stuff. This is like personal improvements like a jetpack, dash boots, which we're probably gonna get these right now because that's just the easiest, like the best thing to get. And then also there's a tank booster, which is another really good one because right now you're always only gonna have 4 slots for 4 different sets of items, but you can only carry 20 of each item right now. You can carry 30 if you end up upgrading the tank, and so on and so forth. Also increasing your power will increase how long you can sprint, and you saw the jetpack and stuff like that. And then if we come to these other areas right over here, woo, got him. You can see that we can actually create another coral, which is one of the cages that we already have, a garden for plants, we can create a coop for chickens. Slimes eat chickens. It's terrible, man. And then over here, range exchange offline. Okay, I guess they want us to progress a little bit more. But anyway, sometimes it'll be like, bring me a specific set of items and I'll exchange you another item. So the overworld itself, now as we're kind of heading out here, is very, very cool, albeit a bit small at this stage in development. There's actually, hello, slimy wimies. There's actually a little bit of a incentive where if you go a little bit further, you can find fat slimes, and then you can give them enough food or enough of another resource that they're actually looking for, and then they will actually poop out a key for you that you can use to get to another area. As far as I've heard right now, I haven't actually gotten that far, but there's only one area that actually requires that key. However, I have actually located 3 different slimes. Now look at this cute little baby chicken. Let's save him so that he doesn't get eaten. The other thing too, here's where the DNA splicing comes in. Look at all, these things are gross. They're adorably gross. So if we come down here, is there anything special around here? Nah, looks like we gotta do it a little bit further ahead. So, okay, so here's where we deal with the harsh realities of craziness. If we actually go a little bit further right over here, there should actually be a couple different slime types. Yeah, see, there's the rock slimes. Now, here's the thing. If we, like, you see, if the rock slime poop gets eaten by a normal slime, he turns into a big rock slime. And vice versa, I'm pretty sure if we actually stand still. If we give him a normal slime poop, plorp, he turns into one of these things. Now, these bigger ones, you cannot actually vacuum. You can carry them around, and look at him, he's adorable. Get out of my face. That's weird. So, as they're bigger, you can't carry them. I mean, you can carry them one at a time, but you can't carry them in your pouch, I guess. These spiky ones, of course, they poop out the spiky plort, which is more expensive. You can sell it on the market for a little bit more than the generic normal red stuff. But it's kind of at a cost, because as you saw right there, those spiky ones, they attack and they kind of hurt. They can actually get very angry, and then there's actually like an upgrade that you can have to a cage where it starts playing music to kind of calm them down a little bit. Jeez. Seriously. There's all sorts of different other slimes too, though. And if we end up like vacuuming enough chickens and stuff, we can get ourselves a chicken coop and, you know, kind of manage the slime ranch, right? So as we're also out exploring and stuff, I'll just do a little bit more right here. There's actually water is right here, because if a certain slime eats like too many different plorts, he's going to end up turning into like kind of an evil slime that kind of like attacks other ones, right? And that's where the water comes in. I think you can use it to grow your crops as well, but I think for the most part it's just so that you can jump off the cliff, just so that you can clean up the bad guy. So if we actually come, yeah, there is actually one right over here. Before we go back to the beginning, because I just want to show you a little bit of the expansion and stuff like that, because there's not really actually that much to say about this game right now, other than we've already said. So this is one of the bigger ones, and of course, as we're hovering over him, you can see Pink Gordo, diet everything, because there's pretty much meat eaters and, well, fruit and vegetables, and I'm pretty sure that's it, and then there's just everything like this guy. So if we feed him, okay, thank goodness. Thank goodness we can't feed him baby chickens. If we feed him all the way, he'll end up giving us a key that we can use to go to an advanced later area, which has all sorts of different extra slimes, as well as a bunch of other beautiful stuff. So very, very cool. The one thing that I would say about this game is it takes a very long time to progress. Like, this game is great for a time killer. If you've got a lot of extra time on your hands, and if you just kind of want to play this and just for hours on end and just kind of relax, there's not really any better game. Like, seriously, this game does a very good job being relaxing, you know, and just kind of having a good time. And I mean, look at it. It's adorable. It's one of the cutest games ever. So if we come all the way back here, is that thing still offline? Yeah, it is. Weird. I don't know why. Can we use our skills? Skills! Skill shot! Yay, there we go! Alright, we just kind of messed up with, like, I messed up. I do not include you in my foibles. I include you only in my success. Bloop, bloop, bloop. So that actually didn't give us as much as I thought it would. But anyway, as you can see here, this one's like a cat one. These are slimes that come out at night. This one I've never seen, a green slime. This one's like a magma slime. There's a, I guess, a rockier one. I'm not sure, like a spike one and a rock one. Then there's an ice one, I think, and a gold one. Must be a very, very rare one. So anyway, as you're hanging out over here, this is our ranch. This is our home, our area. So you can, of course, get all these little things up, and you can like upgrade them as well. Let me actually take a peek over at our main one right here. See, we can actually give it higher walls so that the little slimes cannot actually jump out as much. Music box calms them down. An air net to prevent some of the flying ones from getting out. A solar shield which will protect the night slimes because they actually disappear as soon as the day comes. Then there's a plort collector, an auto feeder, and all sorts of stuff. And you can see over at that cave area, but also a little bit closer to us right over here, this is kind of like a expansion area, so we can actually increase the amount of like cages and stuff that we can have, as well as, like, I'm not so sure about this area, but I did expand over into that cave area. And once you have the cave area, I would think that you would save for that rather than getting like all of that nighttime slime protection, because if you get that cave unlocked, you can just store all your night slimes in there, no problem, and they won't really disappear. But anyways, that's already pretty much it, dudes and dudettes. So I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that it helped in your decision whether or not you want to buy this game. Links are in the description below for everything. This game is still in development. However, the core mechanics of the game are already in place. So you know that it's actually, like, it's pretty good for an early access game, you know? It might end up taking them a while before they finish it, but hey, it's enough of a game. Anyway, let's feed this little freak a chicken. Chicken? Come on. Are you guys not hungry? Maybe this one wants... Let's put him in the cage too. Oh, actually... Well, he ate the chicken! Let's put these baby chickens in here too, so as soon as they grow up, they can get eaten by these little freaks. You know what? Instead, I'm gonna save all the chickens. I'm gonna save every single one of them. Yep, there we go. So now what we gotta do is just go over to this cliffside. See you later, little guys. There we go. You know what? Get rid of the chickens too. Get rid of the pork as well. And get rid of myself too. Whee! Cool. You've been knocked out. A day passed by. Days passing gives you more stuff that you can buy and unlock. Either way, that's it. So thanks so much for watching, dudes and dudettes. I very much appreciate it. Got a little tongue-tied there. Goodness gracious. But sayonara and stay epic, everybody.